Assalamu alaikum students. Today our topic is conditional sentences. The structure of a conditional sentence is composed of two parts, if clause and main clause. For example, if it rains tomorrow, we will not come. If it rains tomorrow is if clause and the other one is the main clause. There are four types of conditional sentences. They are classified according to the degree of probability that they express. Each type of conditional sentence use different tenses to show the difference in the degree of a probability. The important thing to notice here is that the order of two clauses is flexible. It is not important, but if the if clause comes first, it must be followed by a comma. For example, if it rains, I will stay at home. And now if we are starting it with the main clause, I will stay at home if it rains. The four types of conditional sentences are the zero condition, if or when plus present tense, and the result or the main clause is in present tense. For example, water boils if it reaches 100 degree. Now the first condition, if or unless plus present and the main clause is in future. If I study, I will pass. The second condition is if plus past and the main clause will be in would plus infinitive. For example, if I studied, I would pass. The third condition, if plus past perfect and the main clause will be in would have plus past participle. If I had studied, I would have passed. We will explore the zero condition thoroughly. Tense which we have used in both clauses is present tense, simple present tense. For example, if you heat water to 100 Celsius, it boils. You notice the if clause is also in simple present and the result or the main clause is also in simple present tense. Similarly, if you pour oil into water, pour simple present tense. If statement is in simple present tense and the result or the main clause is also in simple present, it floats. We use zero condition whenever we talk about the universal truth or whenever we talk about habits. For example, if you heat ice, it turns to water. It means whenever we will heat ice, whenever we heat ice, it turns into the water. This is universal truth. This is a fact. And next thing, whenever I see spider, this is my habit, the same result comes that I get very scared. First condition, the tense which we use is in if clause, we use simple present tense, and in main clause, we use simple future tense. For example, if I feel sick tomorrow, I will not go to school. You see, there is a condition here that if I feel sick tomorrow, I will not go to school. Now, the main clause or the result is in simple future tense. Similarly, if it rains, if statement, and then the main clause is in simple future tense, the match will be cancelled. Now let's see the use of first condition. We use first condition whenever we speak about possible or probable future event. For example, if the weather is as sunny tomorrow as it was today, we will go surfing. Now we are talking about if the weather will remain same, then what will happen, what will we do. Or to make promise or warning. For example, if you forget my birthday, I will never speak to you again. Or whenever we give a command. For example, if you are tired, go to bed. In this case, the verb in the main clause is an imperative. Okay students, now pause the video here and try to solve this exercise 1 by using the first conditionals. Let's check your answers. If you not come, you dash the show. Now, if plus simple present tense, if you do not come, the main clause is in simple future tense. you will miss the show. John, now this is the main clause, so this will be in simple future tense. John will buy a car if, now if clause will be in simple present tense, if he gets a job. Now number 3, Mary, this is the main clause, so Mary will get a toothache if statement will be in simple present tense, if she eats too many sweets. In second condition, we use simple past tense with if clause, and we use would plus an infinitive with main clause. For example, if he were a bird, he would fly across the harbor. If I had $200,000 now, I would buy a car. Did you notice that in second condition, we are talking about a situation which is not possible or which is not true for us? In first condition, we are talking about the things where we have the possibility. But now in second condition, whenever we don't have a possibility, whenever the things are not sure to be happen, then we use second condition. Now the use of second condition is whenever we are talking about the present and future situation which are unlikely to happen, which cannot happen, which is not possible to happen. For example, if I had any money means right now I'm not having money. If I had any money, I would lend it to you, and if I were you, I cannot be you. Situation is clear. That's why we have used if I were you, I wouldn't do this. Now in third condition, we use past perfect tense with if clause, and we use would have plus past participle with main clause. For example, if I had enough money, I would have bought the camera yesterday. If I had come home earlier, I wouldn't have missed the program. Now the use of third condition is whenever we speak about impossible past event, or whenever we talk about dreams, or whenever we are talking about the things which cannot be happen, which are impossible. For example, if they had gone by bus, they would have arrived much later. Now, if they had gone by bus means they didn't go by bus. In first condition, we talk about the things, we talk about the situation which happens. But in third condition, we are talking about the things which has not happened. Now, he would have traveled around the world if he had more money. So now we are having the main clause in the beginning, and we are having if clause in the end, and we are talking about the thing which is impossible because he didn't have the money. Okay students, now just pause the lecture here and try to fill this exercise number 2 by using second or third condition. In sentence number 1, we are talking about the situation which is unlikely to be happen. So this here we are going to use the second condition. We will use if I were 4-year-old, I would learn to play the piano. Means I'm not 4-year-old, I'm older than 4 years. So now I cannot do this thing. So if I were 4-year-old, I would learn to play the piano. And now if I had not failed in the examination means I have failed the exams now. This thing has happened. Now it cannot happen again. It is past, so I will use past perfect here. If I had not failed in the examination, my mother would have bought me a gift. Now in third sentence, again we are talking about something which has happened, which has already happened, and it cannot happen again. We would have finished if we had better preparation. It means that we have already done this thing in not a better way. Here, please note one more thing, that we can replace unless with if when we are having a negative condition. For example, if you do not phone John, he will get very angry. We can write like this: unless you phone John, he will get very angry. Okay, students, this is time to identify the condition. Read the first condition. If I drink tea in the morning, it makes me feel sick. Now, the if condition is in simple present tense, and the result, the main clause, is also in simple present tense. This is telling us about a habit, and in zero condition, we talk about habits. Example number 2, I will tell her if she comes. I will, simple present tense, and the if clause is in simple present tense. Now, this is first condition. And exercise number 3, if I were you, I would buy it as soon as possible. Now, if I were you, if clause is having simple past tense, and then we are having would with simple future tense. So, this is our second condition. We are talking about some impossible thing. This result cannot be changed. So this is second condition. Number 4 is if I had the time, I would help you. Now we are having I would. This means it is second condition. Number 5, I would have done things differently. Now we can find a perfect tense here. So it means that this is third condition. Number 6, if you work hard enough, you may well pass. Now, simple present tense and the simple future tense with possibility with a modal verb. This is first condition. Water boils if you heat it to 100 degrees Celsius. Water boils, simple present tense. If you heat, simple present tense. And this is again a fact. We're talking about universal truth. So this is zero condition. And number 8, I would be surprised if it rained. Simple past tense and would, second condition. Number 9, if she had tried harder, she might have succeeded. Now we can see a perfect tense here. So of course this is a third condition. This is time to solve this exercise. Just pause the lecture here and try to do this by yourself. I hope you will be able to do it easily. I hope students you were able to attempt this exercise easily and correctly. Hope that this topic is clear to you now. Still, if you're having any confusion, any query, you can WhatsApp me. I will try to sort it out. Good luck. Thank you.